Welcome to Trade Pro. I've got a really fun and interesting video for you guys today. I'm going to be testing the stochastic trading strategy 100 times so you can see how it performs over a series of trades. But here's the kicker on this one. I'm using a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio. Normally you see me doing 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2, but nothing close to 1 to 6. And I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see the results of this test. Now let me explain the full strategy and what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll get into the actual 100 tests, and results will all be at the end. So the first thing, I have the 200 EMA for the longer term trend direction, so you can only take short signals when price is below the 200 EMA. You can only take long signals when price is above the 200 EMA. The actual signals, they're going to be generated by the stochastic. And let me show you the settings here because people tend to ask. So it's 14, 3, and 3. The actual signals will be generated when there's a cross down above the 80, and that's for a short, or for a long, a cross up that happens below the 20. The next thing for the stop loss is the ATR, and I'm just going to be using a 1 times ATR value for the stop loss. So let me show you a few examples before I actually get into doing the test. I think it'll be interesting to see if this just has a ton of losses because it can never reach the profit target, or if making 6% on your account every time you win and only losing 1% when you lose is actually a really good thing. So here's an example. We have a cross down on the stochastic that happens above the 80. Price is below the 200 EMA, so yes, we can take that short signal. So we're taking the entry on this candle here. Stop loss, 26 is the ATR value, so 26, close enough. Oh. And then targeting 6 times the risk. So every time you win, you gain 6% on your account, but every time you lose 1. Pretty good risk to reward ratio if I do say so myself. Now I'll go over a couple more examples and then get into the actual test. So we get another short signal right here, but this one does get stopped out. So the ATR is 19. And since we have such a tight stop, gets stopped out. There's another signal though that's given shortly after right here, and this one is good, right at the top. And ATR, it's about 15. Then times 6. There it is. What a beauty. So if you actually took these trades, these 3, in real time, you would gain 12% and only lose 1%. So you'd be netting 11% on your account over the course of these 3 trades. Pretty impressive, but of course I chose some good examples and a strong trend. So we'll have to see how this performs in a more choppy range. That's really going to tell what is up with this strategy. Okay, so time to get into the 100 tests. Hopefully it all makes sense. It's really simple. Let's go. The results are in after the 100 back-tested trades on the 30-minute time frame using a 1 to 6 risk-reward ratio. It took 3 months of price data to find the 100 signals, and there were 17 winners, 83 losses. The most lost in a row was 16, and the most won in a row only 3. But still, 19% gain on the account over the series of 100 with only 17 winners of those 100. That shows the power of the 1-to-6 risk-reward ratio. It's still profitable even after losing 16 in a row. If you just kept trading, you could have been profitable. Wow. So the point of this is to compare this to other risk-reward ratios. So what I'm going to do is take this exact same set of price data on euro-dollar 30-minute time frame. I'm going to test this exact same strategy, but I'm going to try an extremely bad risk-to-reward ratio. So like 1-to-1 or 1-to-0.5 or 1 to even 0.25 and see what type of win rate we can get, but see what the gain on the account ends up being. And this is a perfect, really simple strategy to try this stuff out with, just so you guys can see the comparison of different risk-to-reward ratios. Okay, so I think that'll be interesting for everyone to watch and see what it's like when I use a 1 to 0.25 or something really crazy on the opposite end of the spectrum. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's not really teaching you much about an amazing strategy or anything like that, but I'm getting more into how you can start doing your testing for optimizing a strategy. So I'm going to do it and show you with this really simple strategy and see what kind of changes we get when I change risk rewards. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up on the spreadsheet and then call it a night. All right, so here it is on the spreadsheet, falling at spot number 26 out of 37 that I've tested on the channel so far. And obviously it doesn't do very well, but that wasn't the point of this video. The point of this is to be able to compare an extreme 1-to-6 risk reward with another extreme 1-to-0.5 or 1-to-0.25, which I'll make a video on tomorrow. I think it'll be really interesting using the exact same set of price data, using the exact same strategy, but only changing the risk to reward ratio to see what type of win rate we can get, what type of gain on the account. And I think it'll just be, if nothing else, entertaining and kind of cool to see. So yes, this doesn't give you an amazing, highly profitable strategy, but this channel's had a decent amount of that already, so I thought I'd mix it up and do something pretty interesting and different. All right, so yes, it's not good. This strategy is not good. It's not meant to be good. So you don't need to tell me it's a bad strategy in the comment section. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone. The channel is growing really incredibly fast, much faster than expected. So lots more videos coming down the line. I just moved, so that's why I haven't had a video in like 3 or 4 days. So I was just kind of had to buy a bunch of new stuff for the place. Obviously I had to pack and unpack and do that, all the actual moving. So, time consuming stuff and exhausting stuff. So a few days of no work at all. But anyway, back in the swing of things here. And yeah, again, appreciate all the people watching and supporting, and lots of positivity on the channel. So it's really nice to see. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.